I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I hear you more than any spectre I have seen. I fear you more than any spectre I have seen, but as I know your purpose, it is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man from what I was. Another man from what I was! I am prepared to bear your company, and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? Scrooge followed the phantom, and they found themselves in the heart of the city, shopping where a couple of businessmen were speaking. No, I don't know how much about it. Either way, I know he's only dead. Why, what's the matter with him? God knows, I thought he'd never die. What has he done with his money? He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. It's likely to be a very cheap funeral. For upon my life, I don't know of anybody to keep it to. Scrooge could not at first understand the Spirit's purpose in showing him this scene, though he felt certain there must have been one. He could not think of anyone immediately connected to himself to whom the words could apply, but certain that it had some moral for his own improvement. He resolved to treasure up every word he heard, and everything he saw, and especially to observe the shadow of himself when it appeared. For he had an expectation that the conduct of his future self would give him the clue he missed, and would render the solution of these riddles easy. Spirit, what is this dark, forbiddingly cold place? Every person has a right to take care of themselves. You always did. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose. If you wanted to keep 'em after you is dead, you wicked old screw, why weren't you natural in your lifetime? If you had been, you'd have had somebody here to look after you when you were struck with death, instead of living, gasping out of your last alone by yourself. This is the end of it, you see. You frightened everyone away from you when you was alive, to profit me when you was dead. Spirit, I see the case of every unhappy man might be my own, but my life tends that way now. Spirit, this is the fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lessons. Trust me, I'll let it go. Let us go now. I understand you. I would do it if I could, but I have not the power. Spirit, I have not the power. Let me see some tenderness connected with a death or a dark chamber. Spirit will be forever present to me.